Hey, welcome to the Friday Humvee build.
Yeah.
Ahoy.
So for those that haven't been here before, we are building the new ICM Drone Hunter kit, which was kindly given to us by ICM to do on the panel. Yay.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
Yes. How are you, gentlemen?
Yes. Good.
Very well.
Good.
Good. Everyone good? Good.
Good. Right. Moving on.
Fine.
John, have you swallowed that microphone again?
No, it's just
Booming voice.
Well,
Is it-
it's all right, I'll turn you down, John. So you're an acceptable level.
Won't be the first time.
There we
okay.
go.
It was a strong, exasperated sigh.
I'm turning you down to an acceptable level, John. There we go. That's more like it.
Well, you guys have been busy this week, haven't you?
Yeah, this is my
But-
6th live stream this week.
Oh,
There you go. That should be all
yeah.
right.
And I'm sorry
Yeah.
to say this is my first.
Yeah. Skiving.
But I think you've got us trumped on the face-to-face groups.
He
though.
said it. He said it. Not me.
You had to shoot him down, didn't you, John?
Yeah, I've had a very busy week with face-to-face sessions and meetings about future face-to-face sessions. So
Yeah. Price of fame when you're the...
Telford and Wrekin are about to have 5 face-to-face sessions.
Wow.
It's the price of fame when you're the High Sheriff Blue-Eyed Boy, isn't it?
I don't get that till a week Monday.
Still time to mess it up, then.
Yeah.
Ugh, I've got to go mingle with the common folk. Yuck.
Just as long
Time's
as
putting some sort of vexatious claim against him.
just as long as the newspapers don't find out about me and that supermodel. Oh damn!
What, you mean
What?
Taylor Marley?
What do you mean a Qatari kit?
More like Hilda Ogden.
The young bloke from Abercrombie. What?
What?
Hey, his name's not Starmer.
Moving on.
Anyway, on with the comments. Actually, Dieter is first
Ah, you git!
because he posted a message at 8:20 last night. Dieter says, "Greetings, first comments."
I like the enthusiasm, Deets. If you ain't first, you're last.
And Tiffany says, "Good morning, folks. It's almost the weekend. Please don't forget that like button."
Beware the pause with claws says, hello, is it safe to approach this area? A strange person in red cloak with a hood casting dispersions upon the waters of in the future of model making is wandering about. Claws are extended.
It's GM.
Yes, a lot of consternation this morning as to who was Beware the Pause with Claws was, but we now know.
Yes.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Another week went by. First week in the new year done. Had a challenge during the Panther A. The tracks on the tank look okay. Drive sprocket is slightly crooked, but still looks good. Good to hear, JT.
Excellent.
Does it look good? That's the thing.
Matt Mc says hi all.
Hello, Matt Muck.
Hi, Matt.
JT says, I not only built the kit stock, broke out the styrene, the kit lacks sponsons on the lower hull. You see the tracks if you open the hatches. Hatches are glued closed, though, adding the sponsons. Alrighty then.
And my mate Ian's in. He says, just caught the start of yesterday's show, first 20 minutes, and Julian's comment about Nodge working at a boating lake had me crying with laughter. Got you all laughing for a minute too. Thanks, Julian. I need to watch that.
You got all week
There's,
to catch up on.
there's some pretty silly dad jokes in there, but I'm still proud of them.
Proud to be a part of it.
Mr. Skiffins is in. He says, "Good morning, one and all."
Good morning,
Hello.
James.
Morning, Chief Marshal.
Good to see you around, my friend. Haven't spoken to you much this year yet.
No.
Very busy.
Oh,
Very busy.
Columbus Models is here. Says hello, usuals. Long time no see.
Hello, Columbus.
Indeed.
it's been a while. Welcome back.
Hey, Callum. Kay's just walked in going, hello, everyone. Hello. Hello.
Patrick says g'day all.
Good evening, welcome. And suddenly nothing. And
It
suddenly
did get read.
nothing happened. Yeah. What is?
I was just going on strike again. Can somebody put a hobnob in the meter, please?
There we go.
Oh, said the magic word.
Joe says, happy Friday to all. Drone Hunters Day.
Yes.
He is.
And JT says, beware the pause is Gary Markham under a new handle. Dun, dun, dun.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah.
Nobody
He's finally
knows.
listening to his PR. Gino's in. He says, hello, all in the panel and to all in chat.
Hi, Gino.
Yeah.
It is a happy Friday panel. Happy
Yes,
Friday.
we are a
Yeah.
Happy Friday panel.
Adam's in. Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Adam,
Oi.
Joe, just primed my Airfix 135 T3485 factory production practicing for my Tiger ones later in the year. There we go. On to the next one.
and
And breathe.
Adam says, Timmy, the book shall be here tomorrow, so I'll send a few SS this weekend. SS?
Ah, lovely. Thanks, man. Trevor's in. He says, hi, all.
Hey, Trevor.
Patrick, hello to our illustrious panel. Illustrious. How about that? Never been called that before. We've got a few things.
Yeah. So James says, hashtag High Chief. Is that High Chief? Maybe, I don't know.
Hi,
I've
Sheriff.
become a High Sheriff.
He's dyslexic.
I've become a lord in the last few weeks, so I can share the feelings of having to mix with the common folk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently, the people who can't read. Matthew says, hello from wintry Birmingham.
Hi, Matthew. Yeah, it's a wintry Telford as well. Back to the poor little Benji went outside this morning and was up to his little nut nuts in snow and didn't quite know
John
what to do.
laughed. Gary laughed.
And Jim's in. He said,
Yeah, I
hello
wasn't
to our
there.
Facebook posts.
Gary laughed and said, you should have been taller.
Jim also says, greetings and salutations to all of the usual suspects in chat.
Yeah. And speaking of chat, that's it.
Way.
Hey.
10 minutes in.
Right.
And we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Yeah. Gary,
Right.
pull your t-shirt down, dude.
I know. You want to tuck this in?
That's why it's best to wait till you put the camera down on the desk.
Yes, I know, but I wanted to get me a can of pop.
Oh, God. What's going on here?
Zero sugar pop.
Ooh, fantastic.
All right. I'm going to be starting with decals. There's a number of them around the instrument panels and whatnot, so that's what I'm starting with.
I am
I'm
going to
not-
continue trying to place this headlamp onto the bonnet,
Ooh.
which is not going very well because of my fat fingers.
Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people.
Dukey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, probably evening where you are.
Patrick says, hi, Duke. And Duke says, good day, Patrick. And Adam says, doing the MiG engine at the moment. Excellent.
Very good. All right. Let's see what I can do.
We talked about the origins of Fanta.
No, we have not.
We have, I think. It has been mentioned.
I'm sure we have.
Yeah. So, due to a supply issue in Germany during the Second World War, due to unforeseen circumstances a decade earlier, that they had to reinvent the wheel, if you like, and come up with an alternative flavour that they can get, because they didn't know the recipe for Coke, of course. So they came up with Fanta, and it was so popular that Coca-Cola bought it after the war.
Well, they couldn't sell Coke because Coca-Cola was a sponsor of the U.S. Army. During it.
As opposed to what it is now, a sponsor of the world.
Yeah.
Matthew says Mr. Bob Marley starts singing Common People by Pulp.
Oh, okay.
Very good,
1,
very good.
3, 5, 7, 9, 12.
Ah, you learn to count.
Found out nice again. 30.
Jim says Mystic Mug was a smash in your latest video, Gary. You must do a live stream with him.
Oh yeah, right. Difficult enough doing it with video and After Effects and God knows what else. But yeah, it's fun.
It was good. I enjoyed it. I'm hoping some of your predictions come right. I think you've got some great picks here.
Well, I hope so. But what can I say? Airfix. That's all I can say. Just Airfix. Yeah. We'll see. We will see.
JT says, if a Fanta had eyes, would that make it a fantasy? And he's back in the room. Joe says, geez, Mikey, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the caveman. I didn't know it snowed in the UK. I knew weather pretty much sucks, but snow, wow. Yeah. Of course it snows in the UK.
Oh, yes.
It's just all the transportation network that forgets that every year.
We can't deal with it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like you haven't seen Love Actually.
Yeah, exactly. Every year.
One flake and the UK stops.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed to call people that anymore. Let's be careful.
Stop. Yeah. You can't call them stop anymore.
I expect to have a knock on the door in a minute left.
What, off the police?
Yeah, the sport police will be there.
Yeah.
There's a video going around of that happening in Australia the other week, but it was a bit less dramatic. It's like, knock on the door. It's just a bloke with a clipboard. He's like, oh, yeah, g'day, mate. And the bloke's like, what do you want? He's like, I'm just here about some social media stuff. He goes, did I do anything wrong? And he goes, oh, I just want to have a talk about it. He goes, no, I don't want to talk. Go away. Get off my property. And he goes, all right. It's like the whole video.
See, that's how it's supposed to be done. James says, afternoon all.
Julian, good afternoon, sir.
Patrick says, it's finally going to be a bit cooler tomorrow, Duke.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Not for Duke. You've got to put out the wildfires yet. Duke says...
it is pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. You've got wildfires out there, have you?
Yeah.
Down in Victoria. Yeah, there's
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Duke says, hopefully...
Marion's offering you some snow to help put them out.
Duke says, hopefully the poor firefighters will have some reprieve.
Yeah, hats off to the firefighters.
Yeah.
Jim says, the post-war British trucks are what I hope Airfix or anyone would introduce. Yeah. I think they're going on the right track with the Cold War trucks and things. Cold War vehicles. Adam says, there's a reason Scotland is known as 4 seasons in a day. Yeah. Sounds like any military training area, to be fair.
Well, RAF Broadley in Wales is famous for that.
Yeah. Same as
I've seen snow there in July.
The one that used to always get me is like in Sandy Bridge, because it's all in valleys and things like that. If you're doing an exercise and you're at the top of the valley, it rains upwards because the wind's blowing the rain down and then back up the other side. June says, if I recall, Santa Claus started at St. Nicholas in Germany. Then when it was migrated to Germans, royal family in the Victorian era, it became Santa Claus. Yeah. We've passed that season, dude. We've had our week of Christmas. JT says, I hear the phrase, you can do it, and my mind goes to John doing Feed Me Seymour from a past stream. Karen and I still laugh. Now. Said, you can do it, and Karen sang the song. See, when I hear you can do it, I think of Adam Sandler films.
Yeah, Rob Schneider. You can do it.
Yeah.
Come on, Bobby, kick his ass.
Jim says, a new tool 72nd scale A20 Boston would please me.
Yeah, that'd be good.
C5 says, me too, Jim. Julian says, watch it all in the panel.
Hi, Jay.
Skipper says, you'd be surprised to learn I'm doing work today. What? I've been to work today in a leotard. Okay, that's
James.
scary.
Nothing you do surprises me, sir.
That's traumatizing.
See, my head goes to women's gymnastics with that, like doing beam work in a leotard.
James Skipping's doing beam work in a leotard. Oh,
James
my
Skipping's in a
God.
leotard.
Oh, dear me.
Could be worse. He could be doing beam work in his hospital gown.
Yeah,
Oh God! Not that again.
I'm still having treatment for what that put me through.
Rumor has it they call that hospital the death ward now because all nurses keep bloody disappearing after it from the trauma. GM says, Saul hosted the annual Lantern Festival. My staff cleverly had a custom-made glass cat on a canoe on display. The sign reads, as Gary the cat guards music and fun, 12 foot tall, 460 kilos. That's me.
Huh.
There you go.
I think
Wow.
Oh, I've forgotten to do quite a lot.
Adam says,
Yeah,
happy Gilmore. Yeah.
I've just learned that I haven't put in the brake and accelerator pedals in step 28.
Oh, no. Well, at least you didn't put them in the wrong way.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Jim says, you can't fool me. There is no Santa Claus. How dare you?
What?
Don't let Robin hear you.
You'll be telling us there's no Easter Bunny next.
Tim, next Christmas, from next Christmas onwards, are you going to be stood next to Robin's bed going, there's no Santa, there's no Santa, there's no Santa?
No, I think I'd punch out anyone that ruined Christmas for my little girl.
Oh,
Yeah, no, when I was a young fella, and I was kind of wisening up to the whole Christmas thing, and I sort of said to Dad, or I said it loud enough that my siblings could hear, but Dad also heard, and he kind of pulled me aside and he goes, if you don't believe in it anymore, that's fine, but if you ruin Christmas for your siblings, I'll fucking bury you. And I was like, yep.
Sure
Fair enough.
God, Dad, why didn't you say?
Good.
You mean Santa's real?
It's fair enough. Like I've only been lit up a couple of times, but it's been for good reasons. Like ruining Christmas potentially for your younger siblings. Absolute dickhead move, but you don't think about these things when you're however old I was.
No.
25.
Yeah.
Were your siblings sat there going, right, you're just catching up, are we, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah, over a pint at the pub. I've got questions.
Yeah. Was it like one of those really dramatic moments? You've sat there with your pint and it zooms in on you and goes, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
Santa isn't real!"
Yeah.
It's like a sudden realization.
I've been over the numbers, Mum.
Yeah.
They're not looking good. They don't add up. From the North Pole to here.
Adam says, "You can do it." Ian says, "Week of Christmas, pretty sure it was 2 months." No, not on this channel, it bloody wasn't. JT says, sorry, go on, Gary.
So I just can't get over how we have to reset everything because of Christmas, It's like starting anew. You get the Christmas break over and like everything that's happened before we've been wiped clean and no one knows what they're doing anymore.
Yeah.
One that always gets me is when they say, "New year, new me." No, just older you. JT says, "Nikki, where are you from? The South, the deep South."
Same old shit.
Model Officer says, "I'm doing beam work."
Oh,
He's putting beams on the railway.
I would imagine that. I'm going to take a stab in the dark here and say I reckon he's doing beam work on the Akagi.
Could be. Question is, though, why is he wearing his leotard to do it?
Well, this is
Well, it's in the privacy of his own home,
Well, yeah,
do what he wants.
could be his thermal underwear, I suppose. Skiffin says, "Timmy got it."
Yeah, look at that. Man of culture.
Julie says, "Growing up in the South Wales valleys, Dad said the saying was, if you can see the other side of the valley, it's about to rain. If you can't see the other side, it's already raining." Yes, that's very true. Julie says, "Correct, Jim, but there is an insanity clause." Very good. GM says, "Patrick, thank you. Problem is the cat in the middle of a large running stream of very cold water. We'll need a crane to lift it out and put on display at work." Joe says, "Good for your dad, Tim. Then again, Uncle John bought you a 12-pack of Guinness."
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he did, but he sent it to the wrong house.
Well, yeah.
My father and all my uncles thought it was hilarious to deny me things when I was growing up, and then they'd all say, "Not till you're 12, son," like from Willy Wonka, and they go, "Ha ha 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 ha," until I turned 12 and thought I was owed about 1 million beers and a Mazda. Way
And
to
you were
shift
taller
the
than them.
goalposts, you assholes. Yeah.
Patrick says, "Yes, could be a problem, Jim." Julian says, "My niece, when 3, told me Mummy took me to see Santa. Then said, but not the real one. I thought, oh shit, what's happened? She pointed behind her ears. I could see the elastic bands." There we go. Adam says, "I'm painting in a banana hammock. Not sure what you all think is weird." That's disturbing.
Huh. Choices.
Need that therapy again.
Yes. JT says, "Surprised GM didn't call himself Charles R.D. Kiko." Right, the Coneheads. Lol.
Charlie Charles.
GM says, "Santa's real. We had to fly in a complete new team of reindeer as the others were too fat to fly." That's a first. Were they American?
Santa is real. I saw a photograph of him doing electrical work in Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It's a very handy guy, that one.
That was Santa after Manjaro.
So don't tell me he's not real.
After Manjaro. I'll tell you, no men were killed during that exercise. As in Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
I see.
JT says, "Santa going corporate, team reindeer."
Oh, get on there.
Joe says, wife just placed a stack of unchecked lottery tickets. I'm afraid to check them. I don't want to change.
Oh.
I would quite happily change. Well, I don't think I would, actually.
I'd sell all my friends and buy better ones.
Well, yeah, there is that, obviously, but...
I would pay for a man to come into this bloody modelling room.
Would you now?
Find all the bits that I've dropped on the floor, because I've just dropped another sodding part.
Wouldn't you rather like a lovely woman?
Oh, God, no, I've got one. I don't
I'm just confused why you want a man to lean down under your desk.
Oh.
Oh, I caught myself.
You're just, as usual, Mikey, you're just twisting things for comedic effect.
It works.
Yeah, I actually would have gotten in trouble for that joke, I think.
Paul says, not until you're 12. Paul says, not until you're 12, Tim. It's a true statement. There's a photo somewhere of him holding a stubby at 12 years old.
Stubby.
Yeah. I started on Stella Artois and things like that.
Oh, wife beater.
Yeah, my stepdad used to give it me. I never liked it.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, the beer. Oh, okay, right.
June says, Adam, you're painting in a banana hammock, and you're painting a banana hammock in something else. What? Let's just get more convoluted. Joe says, lol, Julian. JT says, losing a job once, I thought I was going to hear you are the weakest link. Goodbye. GM says, JT, not seen that movie. It's not a movie. It's a game show in the UK called The Weakest Link. And the presenter, when they kick somebody off, she goes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Is that the old bird with like no sense of humor? Or she's got a humor, but she like has to straight face everything?
And
Yeah.
Robinson. Yes.
And Robinson.
That's the one.
In the interest of Mr. Poppy not, appreciating a fine, good choice of a model, this is how the Spitfire is turning out so far. This is a 48 scale Edward Spitfire with a Quinta Studios interior. There we go. Get the idea. It's all very nice.
Very good.
And all the placards and whatnot on that side. Yeah, it's coming together.
Sorry, Gary, you were saying.
Well, it used to be Anne Robinson on Weakest Link, but now it's Ramesh Ranganathan, the comedian. He does it. He's actually very good at it as well.
Yeah. June says, phew, Shelby continued after saying he'd pay for a man. There's probably an OnlyFans for that. Yeah.
Oh, please don't.
Well, I don't know. Is it Tim?
Skipping
Yeah,
says,
right. You're going to get me to hand out free promotion for my competition. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Skiffin says, I would happily change, Mikey. This leotard is starting to chafe.
I didn't want to hear that.
Maybe you need a fan on so you don't sweat as much.
You forgot the top.
Tim says, I had my first alcoholic drink at 10 years old. My first wacky tobacco cigarette at 15 during ZZ Top concert.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't remember how old I was when I first started drinking. I just know at 12 years old I was having a can of Stella. And at 14 years old I was drinking in pubs. I was going home from work drunk.
It's always very confused. And, like I was kind of, I was probably 15, 16 or something. A couple of Dad's army mates had come over after work and, they were having beers and stuff. And they offered me a beer. And I sat there and Dad's like, you don't have to chug it. Just take your time with it and stuff like that. And so I did that. And then 20 minutes later, they're like, are you still going on that? And sort of bullied me into drinking it faster. I was like, oh, God. There's no winning.
Yeah. You're a tough bunch, Oz.
Yeah. Patrick says, you might be a winner, Joe, then you can buy more kits. That's true. Fallen Ghost says, morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How the devil are you?
Joe says, yes. And he says, and buy more golf balls. Yeah. And you can upgrade all your clubs and things. Patrick says, yes, them too.
Why not? If you win Lotto, you don't even need tees anymore. You can pay someone to build the model kits for you and then just set the golf ball on top of those.
Yeah. Or you could buy that many model kits that you could just make them and then put them at the end of a firing range. Just for fun. Joe says, golf lessons too. Yeah. JT, Jim, ZZ Top are amazing. Sad one of them passed. Glad to see Fleetwood Mac when they were all together. Christy McVie was a beautiful woman with amazing eyes.
She was.
She was.
Paul says, nice spitty, John. It's encouraging to see that the intervention worked. Did you burn that stupid glider yet?
No, I just moved it so I didn't accidentally break it today.
June says, yes, Anne Robinson, who presented the weakest link, the sod who once wanted to put all the Welsh in room 101 and said, what good are they? I heard that and said aloud, what's the Welsh for fatwa? Okay.
Yeah.
Joe says, I was a late bloomer, first beer at 22, spent my younger years in sports until they got in the way, girls. Yeah. That's the thing, in America, the legal drinking age is 21 anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's never made any sense to me, that.
In the UK,
No.
there's no legal drinking age. So,
Is there not?
no, it's only illegal to purchase alcohol
Oh, okay.
before the age of 18. You can, as long as you're not drinking on licensed premises, you can legally drink at home at any age. As long as your parents are not putting you in danger.
That's right. So that's not policed here either, of course. You know, yeah, you can do what you want. You know, your parents would, be happy with you drinking at home. Most would, because they know you're safe. So,
Well, yeah, and like if you go, even if
cracking on
you're
a tube.
if you're like 10 years
unless unless your dad asked, what are you drinking? And you said, oh, Stella Artois. You'd get bullied for that, Mikey.
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately, my stepdad did like a drink. Still does. Yeah. In the UK, even in restaurants and pubs, under the age of 18, you can drink any age as long as it's with a meal and it's a certain type of drink, certain types of alcoholic drinks. I think it's the same in France as well.
In France, it's encouraged.
Yeah. It just means that we tend to have a more responsible drinking culture. We also have a high rate of alcoholism, but that's another story. Following Go says, trying to stay awake. Pain was bad last night.
Yeah, I had to get up at wee small hours because my knees were playing up.
And tell Marion to stop kicking him then.
I think I went back to bed about 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. That's about the time that I crawled into bed.
Yeah, well.
Bron was not happy. I did another all-nighter modelling doing the Spitfire.
You did it again?
As balls during the day. So I was modelling at night, and yeah, she wasn't happy. She was doubly.
So you did it
furious
again
when
after she'd given you a warning.
You know,
I'm not a
doubly
smart man.
mad when she got home from work, and I said, "Oh God, what time is it?" And she said, 1:30. Get up. Oh, you do.
Get up, you lazy bastard.
You bastard.
Yeah.
Jim says, think I've passed Bobby with incoming kits. The recent Airfix early Hurricane kits are proven to be Not enough here. 18 Mark 1 kits lining up on the bench. Oops. Not wrong with the Hurricanes.
So is that right? On stage 54, sorry, on stage 55,
Yeah.
the eyes, you put D18 on the reverse of where you've put them before, if you see what I mean. If you look at stage 54,
Yeah.
you then duplicate that on the other side.
Yeah.
How strange. Okay.
Americans.
Well, I shall do it, as that's what the instructions say. I just wanted to clarify.
Hello. Oh, so wife's knocking upstairs.
Hello.
GM says, Mr. Pobby, ha 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 ha. He says, is Robin sucking down fur fees yet, Timmy?
No, still on the milk at 1 month.
Did anyone else, when they were babies, their granddad used to, if they wanted to go to sleep, they'd dip their dummies in a bit of alcohol?
Yep.
Yeah. My granddad
No.
used to
Yeah,
do it brown, apparently.
I'm not game to do that with like an infant. I'll wait till she's a toddler before I start
If
pulling
you
out
have
that.
to give a baby gripe water, basically all gripe water is alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. Just give her a few beers, she'll be fine, Tim.
Take her out on the
Solves all my
latch.
problems. Yeah. If alcohol is good for your outside, then drinking alcohol must be good for your insides.
Yeah.
Well, a glass of red wine a day is supposed to be good for the heart.
Yeah, not good for the gout, though, is it? Jim says,
I don't have gout.
21
Can't
years
afford
is
it.
for buying or being served alcohol in a licensed establishment. Yeah. Julie said, Dad used to have a moccasin at supper time. I used to have some with the lemonade. I think about 8 or 9. What the hell's a moccasin?
It's a type of stout.
Oh,
A bit like
Yeah.
I've not heard of moccasin.
Marion's dad used to like a Mackerson.
my dear mother was prescribed a bottle of Mackesons a day in the last 3 months she was carrying me to keep her iron levels up.
Yeah, iron levels, yeah.
That was the NHS in the early 60s.
Huh.
Iron deficiency in pregnant women. Give them a bottle of beer. Excellent.
Hey, it did the job.
I blame all of my problems on that. I could probably sue. The NHS.
Yeah. It's your fault I joined the RAF regiment.
Yeah.
And
Every
became
poor decision I've made has probably been alcohol induced.
yeah. It's
My
your
only
fault I
regret in life is I didn't get to do drill with glow sticks on the end of my rifle.
Exactly. I was just born so early, tragically, for that.
We were discussing that last night, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary was in that far before that he wasn't marching with glow sticks in his SA-80, he was marching with a lit torch.
Like the SA-80, we didn't even have bloody SA-80s. We had SLRs, proper rifles, man's rifles. Bloody SA-80.
See, I've never understood this argument about the SLR because it had a low muzzle velocity, low rate of fire, low magazine capacity.
But it fired a 7.62, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fired a 7.62 that would go through your target and the wall behind it.
Yeah.
It was a much, much better weapon for close combat because the reach was a lot longer. The rates of fire, there was a way round that, allegedly.
Yeah. Is the SA-80, is that firing a 5.56 NATO?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Little pea shooter.
Yeah. and you could do proper drill with it.
What the RAF
When
regiment
you
called
when you
off
when
the
you're
trail.
standing at ease, you're not cuddling it like a newborn in front of you. It looks awful. It looks terrible. It's a proper rifle.
I don't think the RAF regiment's got any grounds to criticise drill these days, do you, Gary?
Not these days, no. Absolutely not. But before, back in the day, absolutely.
They took the Queen's colour squadron a little bit too literally.
Well, no, but when it was the Queen's Coloured Squadron, I'm going to go on a slight rant about this because it's important to me.
Got him.
You see, I think that it started going wrong when the RAF adopted Guards drill instead of RAF drill. Instead of the traditions of AP818 drill and ceremonial and AP818A, in fact, eventually they said, no, we've got to have commonality with everyone else. We're all going to do Guards drill. And that slowed it down so much. For crying out loud. Oh, terrible. So back in the old days, things like presenting arms was done at quick march pace. So it's really fast. And it had to be practiced a lot to look real. When it's done properly, as QCS used to do it, it looked really good. I mean, really sharp. Nowadays, it's like, oh, what? Are you waiting for an invitation to complete this maneuver? What's going on? What taking a break? Are we unionised? What's going on? You got there yet? Oh, now you're presenting arms. Great. Because it's done at slow march pace, which is what Guards drill is.
What were we saying before about setting that trap, Tim?
Oh, it's just every now and again something annoys me. Most of the time I'll live with it, but that really fucking pisses me off because it makes the boys look really stupid.
Well, it doesn't help.
Blue LEDs, whichever Rupert decided that blue LEDs on the rifles would be good for displays.
They change colour.
Kicks from here to the Falklands and back.
And the one thing I find funny is the fact that they have beards with those little tiny chin straps on their face.
Beards.
Instead of on their
Again,
chin.
beards. What is going on with beards?
You know too, whatever junior officer at the Good Ideas Club came up with the blue light, you know he got a gong for that.
Oh, totally. Got promoted.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably now Wing Commander Rupert. Wing Commander Rupert Prune.
Joe says,
Well,
I did
Stuff
not
like-
want alcohol and drugs to get in the way of my Major League Baseball career. That never happened. Wasted my prime drinking years.
It's compulsory in the army.
Jim
to drink.
does it very. Jim, does it vary state by state or is it federal law? Oh, it varies county to county.
So here's a true story that my good friend Ian thinks I should be actually shot at dawn for. Is over this Christmas. When he came up just before Christmas, and I put a keg of Camden Pale Ale into my Perfect Draft machine. And when he left, there was we'd had another keg before that, and there was 3/4 of a keg still left, and this was two weeks before Christmas. I finished that keg the day after New Year's Day. It only holds 10 pints, and he was somewhat disgusted with me.
Camden Pale Ale, is that the one from Gary's local brewery up the road?
The one that's just around the corner.
Yeah.
And as we reminisce over that comment, I'm looking at that
that was so much fun.
photo of me, you, and Gary with pints in
Drinking
hand.
Camden Pale Ale, I seem to remember.
Yeah, we were drinking Camden Pale Ale, weren't we?
Yeah. That's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
Happy days.
I must get a frame.
And John's going to miss
JT
out again.
says, drunk modelling. Imagine what a kit would look like. You'd probably have a Picasso sculpture sitting in the bin. Lol.
Well, mine looked like that without drink.
Yeah, Gary actually sticks the parts on straight after he drinks.
Well, you know how like a lot of the ships in Star Wars were like made by kit bashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that'd be a good job to get absolutely sloshed and then just sit down and go through like Greeblies and stuff and build a Star Destroyer, like the first ever Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Well, they did that in the series called Blake 7.
Oh yeah, Lake 7.
Back
Remember
in
that.
day.
Joe asks Julian, so Julian, at the age of 8, the heathenness begins? So talking about drinking and ages of drinking and all that sort of stuff in America. So the people we were hanging out with, all of them had spent time in jail because in Atlanta they had mandatory detention for drunk driving. And drunk driving, of course, for them is 21. So they're driving vehicles at 16 but can't have alcohol. So if you have alcohol, because you're young, you're going to do that. Of course, they don't even have machines to properly test alcohol. You've seen all the footage with them walking along a line on the
where they
road,
do
touching their
sobriety
nose and
tests.
hopping and stuff. The whole thing is corrupt as all get out. So yeah,
Well,
all
I'd
of
be
them have prison jail sentences.
I'd be in trouble because I can't walk in a straight line since my strokes.
Yeah, it's the whole
You don't
thing's
drive,
ridiculous.
though, so you're okay.
I don't drive anymore. You're right.
Jim says, at Julian, that is universal for every state in the union. Yeah.
Okay.
JT says, hey, Julian. Matthew Wagg says, that's for when they're teething.
Oh, yeah, good old gripe water.
Yeah.
Hours now.
Patrick says, I've always wanted the 124 scale Airfix Hurricane GM. Couldn't afford it when it was available, and now I can, and I find it's out of production at the moment.
Yeah, don't worry. There'll be a new one later on this year. A new tooled 124th Airfix Hurricane. Are you listening, Dale?
Does sound. I think you mentioned that, Gary, the other Gary Waitrose. Is that right? That the order they originally came out in that scale is the order that they've come out lately. Would that be right?
I don't know. I think they just go to their backstop of what's going to sell, really.
Oh.
And 124ths are roughly every 3 to 4 years, completely new ones, because they cost about £300,000 of investment.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't do very many. They would love to, I'm sure.
Yeah. TBG says, hi, everyone.
TBG.
Oh.
Good day, sir.
Julian says, my first proper alcohol was at 18 when Dad bought me half a pint. I downed it in one. He got another. I downed it again. And he said, I'm getting a pint this time. Matthew says, drinking beers was safer than drinking the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julian says, your mum was prescribed Mackerson Waitrose. Far be it for me to say that explains a lot. Lol.
Oh, I don't know why he's implying that, Gary.
Natalie's in.
She's saying good afternoon, everyone.
Nah.
Hello.
Hello. GM says, Patrick, I've built that kit. It does take up a lot of space. The 148's the same, hence these 172nd scale kits. TVG, Waitrose was used to a broomstick handle with a butter knife tied to one end.
What?
I'm quite sure where that one's going.
Oh, I said he marked.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I see. Julian says, personally, I hate the SA-80 used for ceremonial parades. The maneuvers were designed for full-length guns, not flame and bullpup guns. It's the same stuff like everything.
They rewrote the drill book.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Hey. Hello, mate.
Hello, man.
Sorry, I'm a little bit late. We've only just got internet back and power.
Oh, no.
Oh, of course, yeah, you got it bad down there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the land of the connected.
Yeah.
I think he's frozen again already.
Oh,
he
dear.
had internet back.
He looks like a wrinkly thumb.
He's now gone. Ooh.
If you can hear me, Mal, I'm sorry for cursing you.
GM says the SLR, fantastic rifle. Open sights, visual range of 5 miles. We hit everything we aimed at. Bring them back. Yeah, all the drill since the SLRs went is F88 style now, F89, but it's all done on the sling, and it's not as pretty. So the people who do actually the drill, it's bloody annoying. We got the Federation Guard in Australia do all the ceremonial drill, and they do all that wank stuff with throwing rifles at each other and people walking through with bayonets swinging, like all that American shit. And they all do it with SLRs because they know that the styles look terrible for drill. So it's one of the worst decisions made by the Australian Defence Forces setting up Federation Guard, I reckon.
The thing is, the SA-80 is perfectly adequate for what it was designed for, which was modern warfare, which is in built-up areas. If you're fighting in open fields, yeah, fine, it's crap. But if you're going through buildings all the time, a bullpup's ideal because it's nice and short, but it still can't, still kill you, do the job.
Yeah.
Patrick stating he has a 148 scale Italeri Seafire, I think it was. Sorry, it disappeared too quick. Sea Hurricane, thank you. James says, well, I've learned something today. I thought the RAF didn't do drill as it wasn't well in the hotels. Well,
No, you have to do it in the car park.
What the hell?
TBG Corporal Waitrose Jones. They don't like it up them.
Well, before one of our deployments, we had to do the aids to the civil powers training, and the riot training and all that. And my officer, who was an absolute gem, I have to say, is the best officer I've ever met in my life. He actually looked at the situation with all these people advancing, and he says, Sergeant, 2 ranks. He's got 2 ranks. Front rank kneel. Fix bayonets. All the guys who's like going down the road, like, what the hell is going on here? So, when I give the order, you fire 1 round and then charge. Do you understand? That is Napoleonic. And all the guys who are doing the assessment, so like, who is this young man? Did we train him? Well, where's he come from? But it's like, well, they wouldn't come at you, would they? If you're standing there with some plastic shields, they'll think, you're worth the target.
It worked at Rorke's Drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. Now go and do it properly. So, yes, sir. Very good, sir. That's fine.
Favorite meme about like riot squads and training and stuff is like, imagine training all year just to have this happen, and it's a bloke in one of the riots and a thing in Italy, and he's wearing like a plastic full face shield, and a rioter has like grabbed it, lifted it up, and then with the other hand is poking him in both eyes. It's the funniest thing. He's like wearing like full body armor, the helmet and stuff, and the dude's just like lifted up the face shield and poked him in his eyes.
This is
Julian said when Dad did national service, he had a Lee Enfield. Now that was a proper rifle.
Fired a Lee Enfield.
Lee Enfield was never a gun; it was always a rifle.
303. Lee Enfield 303.
My granddad used to use one of them when he was in the police anti-terrorist unit in Africa.
Gentlemen, on
Yes.
page 57, part A15 and A14,
Yes.
do they go in at a slope?
No. Well, kind of. I put them in front end first. Seemed to work.
I've got it like that at the moment, and I'm thinking that's not looking right to me.
No, you got to sort of push it in at the back.
That's what she said.
Level it up. Yeah. You got to sort of level it up. Matthew says, I started drinking at the age of 5. I lost my parents. It was a hell of a card game.
So it should be horizontal. Oh, yeah, it's sitting horizontal now.
Paul says, hello and welcome to Gary Stuff. Emoji laugh.
I'll tell you what, those windscreens fit very well, don't they?
Yep.
The windscreens? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, John swallowed his microphone again. Julie says, Gary's Tough. Is that a separate channel, Mr. Pobby? Oh, tough. Beg pardon. Alrighty then.
All right, I'm going to try hitting the automatic sound. Automatically adjust my mic volume. Let's see how that goes.
Julie says, no, Joe, millisecond. Okay. Nat says, drunk modelling, not recommended. I cut my finger. Bad. Never done it since.
No.
If you're not drunk when you're modelling, then you're not modelling. JT says, scars became a conversation piece.
Yeah, chicks dig scars until she's like, ooh, where'd you get that? And you go, I did it cutting out Space Marines. Really is a silly hobby that we do.
When I first became an officer, roommate rented an apartment, went to store to buy beer. Clerk says, this is a dry county. We moved the next day. Yeah, don't blame me. Julie says, never cut my finger since. Isn't that a good thing, NJ? Jim says, it's a man's life firing the SLR.
Well, like this, you knew you fired it.
Yeah, like I said, this the thing is, the SLR was fine if you're doing open country warfare, like they were expected to in the Cold War. But it's no good if you're trying to sneak around small buildings and fight them. Julian says, be right back, Kara here. That's why they had in Northern Ireland, wasn't it, Gary?
We used our SLRs.
Yeah.
Had our SLRs all the time. Excellent weapon.
Just don't lose the gas plug.
Yeah. There were a few allegedly, I will say this, allegedly there was the use of a few personal weapons that people decided maybe would be better than issue. I couldn't possibly comment on that.
Yeah.
The other thing, remember, is we had Sterlings. So for close in stuff, we just used Sterlings.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. That was the idea with the SA-80, wasn't it? You wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, but Sterling's a perfectly good weapon. Actually, up to 100 meters, it's a very fine weapon. Even at 9 mil parabellum, it's still a very good weapon.
Yeah.
And some of the ones that they built were really, really interesting. But there we go. The other things like sawn-off shotguns were generally frowned upon.
Yes.
Unless you were doing a bank job.
Clears a room just as effectively as a grenade. Yeah. I'm told.
They've even got rid of the LSW now. Once they got rid of the A2 and went to the A3, they got rid of the LSW as well.
Yeah. Hey ho.
Yeah. The new rifles look interesting. What's this whole thing as well? With holding the rifles now, they've gone very American with it. Instead of supporting the rifle properly, instead of having your hand underneath supporting the rifle properly, you now have it out to the side with your elbow locked straight and your hand just holding onto the side of the rifle.
I don't.
That sounds like bad marksmanship principles to me.
No, I couldn't hit a barn door in it anyway.
Yeah, I never really put much stock in the whole shooting principles thing.
I
think
wanted
that's
to fire weapons. wouldn't have joined as an air traffic controller.
yeah. They're general rules for like everyone to follow. But you know, talking to my brother and stuff, if you're out kicking doors, you do whatever works best for you.
Yeah.
But yeah. Speaking of SLRs in Vietnam, Australia, or Australians rather, generally I think the point guy would wasn't uncommon to have modified their SLR.
Yeah.
The old matchstick trick.
Well, they would so they'd cut down the barrel, fit a second pistol grip on the front, and put a LMG magazine on it and convert it to full auto. So you know, it sounded like a heavy machine gun. So that basically it'd make a hell of a lot of noise and scare the crap out of whoever they bumped into.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it was
Johnny
affectionately known as the bitch.
Well, this is weird.
Johnny Foreigner.
JT says scars are the model builder's tattoo. Each scar tells a story. What the hell? Don't know how that canopy goes on. GM says flying instructor when I was 14 was often over the limit. He said get used to being like that. So after parties, you can fly home with a high probability of arriving in one piece.
Mm.
Not responsible adults.
It's good advice. Train how you play.
Yeah. David says, afternoon all, on screen and in chat. Hello, David.
Good afternoon.
JT says, fix bayonets. What's wrong with them?
I didn't know it was broken.
Jim says, this is my rifle, this is my gun, this for fighting, this for fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
It's the Marines' prayer, isn't it? Marine Corps prayer. Matthew says, think we had a power cut in the night as my printer failed and the hot bits are bent like a banana. Back to repairing. Ooh. That's annoying. Jim says, JT, fire at will. Which one's will? That says, I normally shoot my DSLR. Yeah, same here. These days. GM says, Mr. Marley, I have the same 148th Airfix Spitfire kit. It is possible to modify that kit backwards into a prototype first aircraft. Radiator cowl will need to be lengthened.
Yeah, it's all sort of stuff that I'd prefer Airfix to do it for me, if that makes sense.
James says CMK make resin prototype Spitfire kits, speed Spitfire, and early Mark 1 kits. Not cheap now, but is available via HobbyLink Japan in 1/72 scale.
Right, I'll look that up.
JT says a frustrating ship to be on, and you accept it. A frigate. Joe says, in 2014, we had a guest from the United Kingdom Border Agency. We are doing firearms quals, and he couldn't believe how many rounds we were firing. He couldn't get over the amount of money it costs. Yeah. Nat says, Gary enjoyed Mystic Mug. And Jim says, I've plenty of scars from sheet metal cuts and well burns too from my metal fabrication days.
Hate working with sheet metal. I seem to always catch myself on a bit of jag or something, especially if I got to cut out with tin snips. Ugh.
Yeah. Tin snips are bloody awful things to use.
Yeah.
Well, ain't that just bloody peachy?
Excuse me.
You're excused. Why? Where do you want to go? Well, that's annoying.
I like that photo of Popper John with an SLR, and it's like half his size.
Yeah.
He wasn't a tall man, Popper.
No.
Alrighty.
G5, C13, E19.
JT says Jim feels the Jaws talking about scars. Feels like Jaws talk about scars. GM says, John, yes, I prefer ready-made to-go kits. Doing things the hard way is usually the desperate stage.
Yeah.
And Julian says, back. JT says, it was funny with scars and when Shaw delivers a serious chilling monologue on the Indianapolis. Amazing scene. And Nat says hi to Julian. And Adam says, so chaps, Gary's video had me thinking, what kit would you all like that isn't a kit yet? Good question, well presented.
I'd like to see a CAC 31. The Australian-built Sabre. So yeah, it's Commonwealth Aircraft Factory version of the Sabre, but it had a Rolls-Royce engine, and instead of 6 50 cal guns at the front, it had 2 30 mil cannons. Yeah, I'd like to see that because they had to redesign, I think, it's 68% of the fuselage in order to fit that larger engine with a more thirsty open intake and all that stuff like that. And you can get conversion kits for it, but again, they're a lot of hard work and they're all fairly ordinary cottage industries and stuff. So I'd love to see an Australian Sabre.
My pick would be an
Australia.
Yeah, my pick would be an Australian one as well. I would love an LHD just for sentimental value. Be a bit of a boring kit, given the ship just looks like a giant floating shoebox of sadness. But I'd get a kick out of it.
Yeah, just get a box and paint it grey, sorted.
Yeah,
look like a Volvo.
Look, I've made an LHD model.
Either that or the landing craft that we have tied up inside it.
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool. Working on those was sick as a maintainer. Because you look at landing craft and you have no idea where the engine room is, but it's there. It's like under the deck, and you got to crawl in down the side and scoot under there, and there's still like 2 diesel engines and stuff like that, but you got to kind of slide around and you kind of pop in a squat. It's a really interesting work environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd build an LHD for sure.
What about you, Mr. Morris?
I'm trying to think. That's always difficult for me. They're probably the one I would like to do is probably out there somewhere, which would be a Dennis fire engine.
Dennis fire engine?
From around the 80s. It's probably already out there.
Yeah, that'd be cool, actually. I'd love to do that. I'm surprised you can't find a 3D printer one.
Probably can if you look hard enough.
There you go. Surprised you wouldn't want to do a Blackburn Beverly or something.
Well, I would like to do a Blackburn Beverly because my dad used to be an air quartermaster on them. But the old Micromere kit is a bit of a handful, I believe. So there you go, Dale at Airfix. A Blackburn Beverly, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 1/48 scale.
That'd be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your point is what?
If you got it in that scale, you could always order from Model U and get an RAF crew or something.
RAF Air Quartermaster. I've got my dad hanging out the back of it.
Yeah. JT says, "I'm Monty Python model. I'm not a kit yet." Julian, talking of scars, I have one on the side of my neck they used so often when I was young. I suggested making it a zip. Julian, Operation Scar, that is not from an injury. Adam says, go on.
I've just realised I'm not far off the end of this build.
Nope.
No?
Well, it's still in subsections, but I've just done stage 57.
There's only 69 steps to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be the painting that's going to take the time and stuff. Doing the figures. Adam says, Mullins Mozzie, plenty of conversions, but give me an OOB.
Now you need to talk to Steve when he's in, Adam, when he's on here. He's building a 124th Mosquito with the Mullins gun that he has 3D designed and printed himself.
Nice. Tiff says, model kit wise, I'd love a Nissan Bluebird. Was my dad's first car that he rebuilt. There we go. Nat says, did you see my photos of my 132nd Tornado GR Gulf War?
I did.
Oh, I have not.
Very nice it looked.
Drew says, JT sounds like Mr. Crap Kit. I'm not a model. I'm a random selection of plastic bits which vaguely resemble what they're supposed to. John, the re-released Hele F86 kit is very close to the CAC Sabre with intake dimensions. You need to alter a lot of the air scoops and vents, not that hard. I've one nearly finished back in A.
Oh, there you go. Okay, good tip.
Australia. There you go. Paul says, I'd love to do a model of an excavator. Attach your cat. You can get them.
To attach to your cat?
I think, I'm not sure. But I know you can get excavators. Or diggers. JT says, the Crown Queen family truckster would be a riotous model. Imagine all the detailing options. St. Louis, the repaired wheels, or with a molded Aunt Edna on the roof. Okay. James says Australia.
Yes. Back in A.
Yeah. Back in A.
Just for a better looking Marley.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There we go.
Nice.
That is 3D printed though.
We've got a sinkhole that looks just like that opened up on a footy field here in Australia.
You'll end up 10,000 years in the past if you go down there. No, that was the 3D printed excavator.
Patrick says he would like a 172nd Dornier DO10.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. A Dornier 10-year massive flying boat, that one.
GM says the Hele Sabre is based on the Canadian Orlando engined aircraft. Orlando was the Canadian copy of the RR Avon.
Oh, there you go.
RR.
Orlando.
Rolls Royce.
Yes.
Jim says, idea for future Gary stuff video. Gary and Mystic Mug ventured to Margate for a conversation with Dale Luckhurst.
Dale's too scared of Mystic Mug. So it says it gives him sleepless nights.
Well, you could actually take Dale on a road trip to Halifax.
Yeah.
See if he cottons on.
Yeah. Matthew says, I can't get on Discord. Keeps asking me for my email address, which I've already used, apparently. You might already have an account set up.
And also, models I'd like to see. I'd like to see a Royal Aircraft Factory BE2C in 48 scale.
Yeah.
I think that would be a lovely one.
Paul says, nice diorama chair force.
Thank you.
Ooh, 21 likes. Nat says, we have potholes in the that big in the UK.
Yeah.
You sound so sad about it, Gary.
Matthew says,
New
Mr.
Orchid Demon would be very nice too.
Matthew says, Mr. Pobby, follow a guy called Bernie222 who make 3D printed RC diggers and construction stuff. Awesome.
Oh,
Ooh,
very good.
take a note of that. Bernie 222.
2 for 22.
JT says, I would love to see a Gizmo from Gremlins with the pink Barbie Corvette he drove. June says, Tiff, Nissan Bluebird 4-door sedan, Triple S Atessa, limited U12, early 1987 from Hasegua 124 new tool in 2019.
There you go.
Julian, have you done any models lately? Not seen you post anything. Or have I just not been paying attention?
You've probably not been paying attention, you naughty boy.
I know. I get distracted easily. Paul says, thanks for the tip, Matthew. That looks like a fun channel. And Modders goes, ooh. Phil says, good afternoon, Happy New Year if you haven't said it already.
On to you, sir.
Hello.
Hello. JT says, Stripe would also be cool as a resin figure if there isn't one already.
Gold.
Trevor, quick tip, don't turn your airbrush upside down when full of black primer.
No, you don't want to be doing that. I don't believe you wanted to do that.
John says, or JT says, Merry New Year, Phil.
Yes.
I need to put the shackles on.
It's going to be something of a busy one, I think. C13. That's going to be an issue here.
Joe says, what do you all on the panel have planned for the weekend? Barbecues, pubs, naps? All of the above?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dog walking.
More modeling, yay!
Oh, wait, actually, I got to be a dad. I'm probably not going to be going to the pub now I think about it.
Life's changed, dude.
Only for the better.
Only another 18 years. You can have your life back.
No, you don't. Trust me.
You do. You just start ignoring them. I'm joking, obviously. Adam says Airfix should do the Bartini Bereave VVA 14. There you go. Has anyone done step 59 yet?
No, but I'm not far off of it.
No.
Because I can't figure out which way the canopy and the headboard goes, the bulkhead.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, if you look at the canopy, it goes in at the bottom, right? But that is far too narrow to fit in there. It leaves too much of a gap.
Show us. Look, zoom in and let's have a look at the problem on your screen, please.
Models. Thank you. So,
All right.
there's slots there, but it's too. The top bit is too wide to go anywhere near the slots.
Yeah.
And the bottom bit is too narrow to actually go in the slots, so it just falls out. But the bulkhead fits in just about. But then the canopy has to overhang at the back. So that I'm thinking that's how it goes in, but that doesn't look right to me. Because if you put it at the front, it's too far forwards.
Doesn't it?
Would it not be right? Because it's just canvas, isn't it?
Yeah, but you'd think it'd be tied down to something if it was overhanging the back, wouldn't you? Over the bulkhead.
Looks like it's fitting perfectly fine there.
Kind of. It doesn't quite fit right, but got to sort of move that out, but it doesn't really sit right anywhere.
You are right in that there isn't a. I've just had a flick through. There's not a picture of it assembled.
Yeah, it's not a clear explanation
on that angle. Yeah,
but that doesn't even fit in properly because it. So I don't know what to do about that. It just seems odd that they would do that. JT says the flashy gremlin would be funny. Laughed at that one, not the microwaved gremlin. Julian says, no, it's not your attention span, Mikey. Intend to do every day, then idiots happen and it all goes belly up. You don't have to watch the stream, Julian. We're not forcing you. Gino says, wait, Rose, are you okay? You are very quiet.
Yeah, I'm fine, mate. I just had to deal with a jar emergency.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I mean, it's all too middle class to speak of, but anyway, no. Maria needed me to get some jars from somewhere because she's made her own granola and needs to store it.
Ooh.
Apparently, that was an absolute emergency that I needed to deal with straight away.
First world problems, eh?
Absolutely.
Quite right, too.
I don't think, to be fair, making your own granola is not a middle class issue, Waitrose. I think
Eating granola probably is. I mean, Christ, I don't eat the junk. Porridge with rubbish in it and honey. And
And there's perfectly good egg banjos knocking about.
It kind of looks like sawdust with mouse droppings in it.
Yeah.
Egg
There you go.
banjos? Is that what I
At
heard?
least don't buy them.
Egg banjos, yeah.
Bacon and
What
egg
is that?
banjos. Ooh.
yeah, they're just bacon egg rolls, John.
Oh, right.
No, it's you make a sandwich, like an egg sandwich or something, with a runny yolk.
Yeah.
And it's called an egg banjo because when you bite into it, the yolk goes down your top. You hold the sandwich out to the side and start trying to rub your t-shirt with your hand.
So
It's the
you're sort
dumbest
you're
thing
sort of going like that.
Yeah. So it's called the egg banjo.
Always the sign of Endex, that was.
Yep.
I
Unless
think you should be better at foodstuffs.
Joe says, I was going to do yard work, but much needed rain gets here shortly, so I looked out.
So this is the offending piece. But
Jim
Yeah,
says,
I'm having a
Sorry,
look
go
at
on.
it myself. Oh, we're having a look at that piece that
yeah,
you were talking about.
weird.
I do see what you mean.
Jim says, weather here is quite windy, both indoor and out. I had a bowl of bran cereal last night.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hello.
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 Your
Yeah.
call's important to us.
Please hold the line.
See, on mine,
Yeah.
there's two little little protrusions
Yes.
there, and they just slot into the.
Hmm.
It just drops in there, and it sits there fat, dumb, and happy. I know I haven't got the roof on yet.
Right. Problem is, you got that on back to front.
Well, I haven't.
If you look at 59, the metal rail around the outside the canvas goes on the outside. It goes towards the back.
Hang on. Yeah, but it'll still fit.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Well, it does.
Right.
I'm trying to
But
decide
now
whether I want to build this.
Where are you going to put the bulkhead?
Well, I haven't done that bit yet. I'm just trying to.
But that's the point. It's how do the two go together? JT says Adam's Bartini sounds like something Brando said in The Godfather. It was Bartini all along.
Let's get A7 into scene.
I've got a Bartini Berry kit. As it happens.
Yeah. David says just opened one of my M4H models, the Dragon JS2. Oh no, destructions. Oh well, it's only a tank.
Oh, well. No instructions. Yeah. Scalemates.com.
Yeah.
You can print them off.
Yeah.
That's the Bartini Berry.
Oh,
right.
that's cool.
That's so weird.
These inflatable sponsons so it could land on water. It had regular wheels as well, so you could deflate these, so it would sort of go back into the pods here. And it had designed to have lift engines, so it would be vertical takeoff and landing as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers. I love it.
Okay, so that's it. So they go there like that. So it's a bed seat.
Madness.
Yeah, I've got it.
We love madness. Madness is a good thing.
David said just open one. I just read that one. GM says, Mr. Evans, I showed your Mystic Milk production to our senior K drama director earlier. Mr. Cho asked if you would like to audition for a dramatic role here in the K drama land. You could be a star.
Yeah, right. But it was funny, actually, really weird. The one time I have been to Seoul in South Korea, I was walking along there. There was a like I don't know if it's a river or a tributary of a river, but it's set down quite a long way. So if you walk along the bank, all the sounds of the city just go straight above your head, and it's really beautiful, very serene. But I was stopped by, must have been about 7 or 8 gangs of school children who wanted to be photographed with me because I was tall and blonde. And it's like, oh my God, look at the giant, look at the weirdo. Can we have a photograph with you? It's really, I was kind of not sure whether to be pleased about it or whether they think, well, I'm not a freak. I'm not a circus actor. But they're all very lovely and very charming about it. They're just very excited to see someone tall and blonde walking through. It's a beautiful city, I have to say. Beautiful
They
city.
were like that because my dad worked in Shanghai for a few months. And the Chinese blokes that he worked with there, they were like that because my dad's one of these blokes that's got a ridiculously hairy chest and back and everything. So it's like he's wearing a woolly jumper all the time. And they were amazed because they don't tend to have that much body hair and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were fascinated by the fact that this guy had a bald head and loads of body hair.
Right.
Joe says, ignore kids. No, I have 3 in their 30s. Knuckleheads. Nothing changes. Love them, though.
Yeah.
We always love them. You just don't have to pay as much attention to them. Nat says, got a feeling Airfix will have some good releases this year, hopefully.
Oh, we hope so.
Well,
Julian,
yeah,
Adam?
I think you're right. I think an SOE version of the Lysander is most likely on the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julian says, Adam, models Vits did a VVA 14 in 2014.
Yeah. That's pretty much what that was. There's a few versions of that kit.
Yeah.
So,
Trevor,
whose chassis are we
Sorry?
looking at there?
Oh, that's mine. Don't know why.
Ah.
There you go.
All right. Trevor says, canopy goes at the front. Right. Joe says, Jim, Bowler Brand cereal, courtesy flush, please. Jim, David and Valleys, the Dragon JS2 is a nice model. I built it to make it a few years back. Would like to add the Dragon model to my inventory.
Okay.
Julian left my house with Mikey. No, you're not the idiots. I mean, oops. I mean, no, of course it's not you guys. Cough.
Cough. Cough.
Cough to you too. Adam says, Waitrose prefers his Frosties.
No, I don't like Frosty. Far too much sugar in them.
I know. This is dry fit only. All right.
Yeah.
So far, I've done that.
Yeah. How's that looking? You happy?
Looks all right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a bad tradesman is blaming his tools, Mikey.
No, it just didn't make sense to me.
It was sort of. I was looking
It
at
leaves a gap at the bottom if you do it that way.
Yeah, but it's just a canvas top.
Yes, but the other
Probably
point is,
doesn't
if
well
you-
anyway, because it's made by the lowest possible bidder.
Do your best, spack the rest.
yeah, it doesn't look right to me. Jim says, Joe, we've had plenty of rain the last few days. Joe washed away all the snow and rocks, salt in the streets.
well.
JT says, Jim, when it comes to fiber, I am a regular. That's nice to know.
Flash, or is that supposed to? That's flash.
And if you think that more people should know about JT's bowel movements, then hit that like button. David says, I'm finishing patrols in Belfast at 0300 hours back at base. Oh, I'm out
Could
of
be
coffee.
worse, JT. It could be in Minneapolis.
Jim says, I'll swap your granola for this soggy rubber stuff they make here called tofu.
That's yeah.
Adam says, Gary, if you don't have the Bartini, I'd be more shocked. Adam, also know if from the end of Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater.
Oh,
Adam saying that models fit kit, that aircraft, whatever it was, is a vertical takeoff.
VTOL. Yeah.
It just now sits abandoned in the middle of Nehwa. He probably said Nehwa. I don't know. Julian said to everyone, I haven't annoyed this year. Please be patient. I'll get to you. You're on number 6. Something knows what the current wait time is. I'm being nice today. JT says, Julian, I am always impressed with your research that you do in the group. Yes. Tiffany says, instructions sent to you on Discord, David.
She won't find that offensive at all.
Joe says, Mr. Evans' pick is probably at every post office there. Wanted.
Yeah, that's the old thing, is it? Don't I know who I can tell you? Yeah, Crime Watch.
Oh. You may disappear.
Julian, JT, I am 2IC Research. You sure are, buddy. GM, that's
there you go.
That's Thingy in Thingy. North Soul says lots of friendly
Chung,
cranes.
yeah, that sounds familiar. It's lovely. It's really nice. It's like this sort of wanders through a rocky bed, riverbed sort of thing, and there's like reeds and plants along the side. And then there's slightly higher up, and then you've got like a concrete walkway. And then you've got like these angled sides that go up to the street level. So all the noise of the city just goes straight over the top of you. It's really beautiful, very calming. It's really nice. Lovely for like a morning walk when you're then going to be stuck inside a conference room for the rest of the day. Which is why I was there.
David says, thank you for that download on Discord, Tiff. Trevor, part G5 goes into slots and part A7 goes in behind it. Okay.
Yes.
Not that I'm going to worry about it for now because I've got to paint the rest of it first. Jim, Mike, the Korean people would be fascinated and perhaps a wee scared at the sight of you with your flowing beard.
Now, we might have mentioned earlier that there's a lot of bushfires and there's a heat wave in Australia at the moment. So this is a map of Victoria and all of the bushfires and warnings and all that sort of stuff like that. There's a lot of people that are, I think 40,000 homes have no power at the moment, and I'm not sure how many are lost, but it's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty awful down here at the moment. And there's another map. So this is, that area's burnt out and all the other bits are warning areas. This is a Hume Highway here, Seymour, Whittlesea, Mansfield. So this is actually Melbourne outer suburbs here. That's where the better-looking Marley lives. So it's very close to, there's a lot of homes in that area.
Well, I hope the better-looking Marley is...
Oh, he's fine where he is. But, our brother lost his home in a bushfire about 10 years ago. Oh, maybe a bit more now.
Yeah, the Black Saturday fires in Kings Lake. Yeah, it's crazy, that one. There were a lot of people that stayed until it was too late, I believe.
Including one of our major newsreaders at the time, Brian Naylor. He died in that fire. He was almost a next-door neighbour of Brother Andrew at the time.
Well, that was cheery. Julian, Mikey, was that cough with a silent FU at the beginning? Yeah. JT, if the top gives you issues, can you go topless? Depends if I want to traumatize everyone. David says, egg banjos, Mikey. Yes. Well, David's put bangos, but we call them banjos. Joe says, when you get older, Mikey, you'll understand. Right, Mr. Morris?
What?
Understand what?
We're getting ages.
You're getting roped into things again, Gary.
Yes, it's happening a lot lately.
You'll have you opening a new drop-in centre soon.
Oh, don't. I actually, believe it or not, somebody approached me on Tuesday with another location. Would you
At
believe
what
it?
point are the council just going to say, we'll just open a veterans centre and can you run the sessions for
They've
us?
done it. They've opened a veteran centre in Telford. This wasn't even the council that approached me this time.
At what point do you
An
start saying
OnlyFans
no?
rep.
At what point do you start saying no to them, though?
It's very difficult to say no.
Yeah. JT says, John, we also had another situ in Portland.
Yes, I know. Not allowed to talk about it though.
Nope.
Yeah. Fine behaving, you gotta behave.
Yeah.
Until the post show.
They've been spoken to.
Let's catch up with chat. JT, I was visiting the bowels of a ship. Good name for it.
Shit.
Julie says, is there a hell no, I have no interest in his bowel movements button? Asking for a friend.
Oh.
Paul says, if you want better bowel movements, hit that lube button. TBG says, forget Crime Watch, try Police 5.
Oh God, that's old. Is
Yeah.
that
JT says, Mick Rose, I love the river walk in Berlin. Gem, very popular spot with everyone full of glass lanterns at the moment. We just have places full of broken glass.
Yeah.
Julian, Meng models have done new parts for their 148th Phantom. Also, Wrightfield have a new tool 135 JS2 model 1944 heavy tank. That sounds cool. I've never done a Wrightfield one. JT says, Mikey is the least scary person I know of. He doesn't have the Hannibal Lecter vibe. People are scared of others over the strangest things. One of the few streams I don't feel scared. That's good. Mikey, you made me laugh. I'm glad. TBG Shelfie is getting voluntold.
Yeah.
Better than getting violated.
Should have joined the Navy, mate. Never again volunteer yourself.
GM, Gary Evans, I filmed the Lantern Festival. I'll send you the link.
Excellent. Happy memories.
Julian, that new Meng JS2 intrigues me. Alas, I have too many model kits to build now, but what the hell, one more won't matter. Absolutely. JT says, Julian, bowel button. Matthew, yes, they started in VA in Aqueduct, but the council couldn't supply enough stab vests. Yes. Julian wonders why the advert still image for the TV series FBI's Most Wanted has a pic of me. There you go, we've caught up with the chat.
FBI Most Wanted hasn't been renewed, has it? So that's good.
No.
So there we have Ish.
We've got more comments.
Okay.
JT says,
Oh, he doesn't.
Bal button is option 2. Nat says, see Mike in real life. He's not all great to talk to.
No, he's not AI. He's great to talk to.
Well, I did think that, and I thought, no. it's
Freudian
gonna
slip.
be- Yeah. Kaylee says, I'm going to go through Mike's stash today. Oh, no.
Oh, see, she's got the modelling bug now. You're in big trouble, boy.
Okay, and she says she's going to rob some more models.
Yes.
You're bloody not. Adam says, anyone built the Academy United States Navy EA-18G VAQ 141 Shadowhawks or Academy United States Navy EA-18G VAQ 141 Shadowhawks kits?
That's a lot of letters, isn't it? No.
Yeah, not the.
I've only built
Acad-
classic Hornets.
Yeah, I've built the Growler, but the one I built was a 148 Hasegawa.
Yeah, I remember that. You were playing with your Growler for ages, weren't you?
Yeah, so the EA-18G for the uninitiated is the Growler.
I've only ever built one F-18, and that was a cheap. It was a £5 kit at Scale Model World, and it was an Academy kit, 172nd Blue Angels F-18.
Yeah, my brother-in-law won me over with that. Like the Growler is his favorite jet, and then in the process of learning about them and what they do and their capabilities and stuff are, I'm like, it is pretty sick. They're pretty cool when they work in a group and stuff. And
Yeah, it's sort of pretty weird, though, isn't it? I mean, literally, their job is to make the rhinos, the other Super Hornets, survivable in modern combat. So you need 2 planes to act as one, whereas the F-35 does it all.
yeah, well, they used
not-
F-35s and F-35s and Growlers in the simultaneous strikes on Venezuela to great effect. So they're obviously still pretty good at what they do.
Adam says, just shared the same one. No, Kaylee, you're not having my chieftain. But you can have the Hanamag if you want.
Go on, Mikey, go on.
You can have the Tamir Hanamag, but you're not having my chieftain because that's off subscriber.
Come on, be a mate.
It's a tack on kit. You won't
build it together then.
I'll be your best friend.
I love you, Mikey. I could down on my knee and beg you.
Wrong place, wrong time to say that.
Please, can I have the time?
Okay, can I just crack on with this, please?
Live to the world.
Yeah.
He's nasty.
Adam says Academy United States Navy FA-18F VFA 154 Black Knights.
That's the name of the Army football team.
There we go.
So,
JT says, hi, Kaylee. Hope you're enjoying the model you were doing. She's finished them, mate.
That was a
She's got
lovely
spray.
photo you posted yesterday, I think, Mikey, of Kaylee modelling.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't
Scale modelling, I hasten to add.
it? Yeah. Well, she has done modelling in the past.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. For me,
So have
when I was doing a lot more photography. GM says, JT, be scared of me. 4 sets of claws, a mouthful of sharp teeth, and I'm taller than you now. Ha 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 ha. JT says, were you in some secret government like Wolverine?
No,
I think he's talking to GM about that. Adam says, Mikey, the fact no one else got that Growler, really? Timmy plays with his Growler all day. He does.
I got it. I just chose to gloss over it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kay's just said, who wants to see her space shuttle that she's made?
Yes.
Yes.
ooh.
There you go.
Oh wow! How cool
So
is that?
that's her second ever model that she's finished. Well, that she's
Yeah.
made.
Let's go with
Good on you, Kay.
Yeah. Just needs to finish off, do a bit of sanding, and then paint it.
Cool.
That's one more space shuttle than I've ever built.
Yeah, and me.
And she doesn't want to do it space shuttle colours. She wants to do it her own colours, which is fun.
It's just
Fine.
colours. Show me-
Your model, your rules.
Exactly.
show my paint.
Because I got those paints to do all the space stuff with.
Oh, nice.
Colour shift paints.
Space dust.
I'm sure that'll be the most fabulous rocket ship ever.
Well. She's done the Saturn V as well, but that's like 70 odd centimeters long. So I'm not putting that on camera.
You won't get that on screen.
No. Yes. Joe says Timmy's sick. He's not sick, he's just deranged. JT says hello, Benji. He just
Yes.
likes setting traps for people. Julian's put the link into Scalemates for the not released until next month. Oh, the JS2 tank. That'd be cool. What's next? Joe says, if you eat a bowl of bran, you'll be playing with your growler too. Ooh, GM says, JT, Special Korean Forces Mad Cat Division. She's just come in with the Tamir Universal Carrier Kit and she said, can I have it? And I went, yeah. She's like, yes. And ran off.
Oh, cool. That's a cracking kit, that is, Kaylee.
Jim says, it's a man's life building a chieftain model. A model of a chieftain.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
man's
what I
life
do.
in the Women's Royal Auxiliary Bloom Corps.
Yeah. Dave says, Kay, that TACOM is not easy for a beginner. Yeah. It's one I want to do because I want to do the actual urban camouflage on it, which is all like the squares and stuff, which is pretty cool. JT says, better than Mad Cow Division.
Yeah.
Who are you calling a Mad Cow?
Can I just quickly gush again about how great this kit is going together? I'm having a really easy, fun time with it.
It is. Yeah, it's a great kit.
Hmm.
And
I'm just putting the I don't know what you'd call that. The arse of the tray. It's not the tailgate, but
The hull.
you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
the tailboard.
The tailboard, there we go. And it is just mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no swearing, no having to like go back over it with sandpaper and marry up the corners and stuff. That's just slick work, ICM.
Yeah. Adam says, to be fair, after stream, Timmy makes his 40k models kiss. I get the impression they're having some weird bloody fantasies about you, Tim.
Papa Nurgle loves me the most. No, he loves me the most. Just like that, mate.
Julian says, great job, Kaylee. JT says, thought playing with the growler was a euphemism for something else. It was. That was the joke. David says, that's cool, Kay. She did that during the stream yesterday. She was she started building it during the stream. She'd done most of it by the time I went in the living room. Nat says, fantastic, Kaylee.
Oops.
She's enjoying it, bless her. Jim says, Jim, a man's life indeed, sir. David says, I've done it in the Berlin camo, Mikey, the TACOM Chieftain. Yeah, that's the one. That's the camo I want to do it in. It's that exact kit, mate.
sure I'm
This is
missing.
certainly starting to look like Hummers,
Hmm.
which is fortunate.
Yeah. JT says Timmy doing kiss figures would be cool. Adam
Yeah,
says,
once I get,
sorry, go on.
oh, sorry, I was going to say once I get the 3D printer up and running, maybe I might do that. Make a little.
You're going to need so much
kiss.
ventilation in that little room.
Oh, I've run it in the garage.
Yeah.
No, you can't run a resin printer inside unless you've got a cabinet and extraction.
Yeah. Especially when you got kids and cats.
Yeah.
Too much.
I mean,
fume.
you could, but you'd be sitting there and be like, forgetting to open the garage when you've gone through a can and a half of brake cleaner. Yeah. Start casting spells.
Well, there's a guy that does a figure painting YouTube channel, and he got sent the Mars 2 3D printer to test, and he left a gas meter next to it whilst he went out, and he had the window open and everything, and when he came back, it was the bloody gas meter was flashing red, and he had to open all the windows in the house and everything to let the gas out and stand there with the bloody respirator on before it went back down to safe levels.
Jeez, that brings back memories.
Yeah. That explains a lot about you, Mr. Morris.
What?
That explains a lot about you.
Yes, absolutely.
He used to do that, having to go in engine spaces and stuff like that. H2S is a big thing on ships, but you've got other toxic hazards as well. So you'd have a little Dragar or something, a little gas meter that you'd normally clip to your boot.
Yeah,
because it displaces air, so you want to know about it before it gets up to your shoulders.
Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of which, Mr. Morris, when am I getting my little tank?
You little Willie?
Yes.
This year.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing it at Telford. Adam says, I was thinking more Pert and Rogel, the secret love. Julian, a friend used to work for a TV company. Techs were broadcast system engineers. Due to the initials, it was called the Mad Cow Department. There we go. Joe says, have a great day and by all means, safe weekend. You too, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
JT, John's Hummer is really coming along.
And I've just
Saucy.
I've just done a Marley.
Oh yes.
Uh-oh.
What is missing from this picture?
Seats.
The seats. Yes. I put the roof on and then realised I haven't put the seats in, or the steering wheel. So,
or painted the inside of the cab.
That's all right. I can do that. That's not a problem. So,
just stick the airbrush in and go.
I've removed said roof, and
you've also broke the canvas.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Not that we're criticising you. Julie says, men like models because you only need to do one thing at a time. No multitasking required. Wait until you get to the more complex models, dude. 2 hands just isn't enough sometimes. Nat says, I'm wondering in the future, could there be Kay and Mike Model Kit YouTube channel? Who knows, buddy? Who knows?
If he can fit it into his busy schedule of live streams, and
I may do a short video or something with Kay if she wants to do one at some point. Kay's not a very confident person. And
Should be fine.
So you'd have to see. Oops.
There we are.
June says, "Ha! I did wonder where that BSE came from." Yeah. David says, "Interesting fact: all the Berlin chieftains had the exact same camo, so no one could tell which tank they were looking at." Interesting.
Very.
To be fair, it's a cool camouflage as well.
Is that like the checkerboard thing of
Yeah,
browns?
it's like squares, different colours.
Yeah.
JT says, "Have a great weekend. I'm picking up British slang. Laugh out loud, not bad. My jokes are like an Amazon delivery, going to the wrong addresses sometimes. Well, sometimes it's the right address, it's the wrong sender."
No habla inglés.
June says, "Gem, moving swiftly along." Ian says,
Here we go. We're on time. Out of
Yeah.
time.
says, "Is that time already? Where has this week gone? Have a great weekend, everyone." Yeah.
We will indeed.
So there we go. Yeah. No, the fit of everything on this is really nice.
Yeah.
It's a really decent kit.
Yeah.
Do love ICM.
Ian's laughing at JT. Julian, 2 hands is not enough sometimes. Feck, so with only 1 hand working could be interesting.
Cool.
Matthew, yeah, got to do Berlin Brigade on my Challenger number 4. Nice. And the better looking Marley says, "Thanks, y'all."
Y'all.
Thanks for
Morris,
tuning
that
in.
is a wonderful looking forehead. Oh, you can see it's like your forehead going along backwards and forwards then. Julie says, "Well, on time for an approximation of time."
Yeah.
And then David says, "Have a great weekend all, just doing the JS2 running gear." Nice. And that says, "Another great show, everyone. Thank you." You're welcome. Oh, God.
Thank you.
Adam, well, have a glorious weekend. I'm going to enjoy my week off. No fucking night shift. Nice.
Enjoy.
Julian, great stream. Gino, have a nice weekend. And you,
sir.
Right. No stream next Monday and Tuesday because I'm busy.
Because can't be bothered.
Kay's got a hospital appointment on the Monday, and on the Tuesday I got to take the car in to be for its service. So we'll be back next Thursday with the tornado build.
Ooh,
And I will catch up over the weekend and get to the stage you guys are at. I believe you've done the cockpit tub, just got to go in the...
I don't think there's any catch up required. I think everyone's doing the same sort of thing, just getting what's left on it, if that makes
I
sense.
haven't done any of it, yo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just put the
No, I don't
cockpit
think there's
together.
any catching up required. Just crack on during the stream.
No props.
Cool. Right. So in that case, see you all next Thursday. And until then, cool for now.
See you, mate.
See ya.
Ta-da.
Now, for God's sake, Gary.
Oh, I didn't say anything, John. You did that time.
Stop my life.